Hey everyone, it's Katarina from Channel 5. Now the scene here has cleaned up, but what you're looking at behind me is where markers were from where this incident happened earlier this morning. It is all cleaned up and now we're hearing from the Mobile County Sheriff's Office that they are assisting the Creola Police Department in investigating after a Creola officer fired his weapon earlier this morning. Now, according to the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, this all happened about 6 o'clock this morning. This is on Deer Lake Marina Road in Creola. The officer reported that the officer was attempting to do a traffic stop when the driver of the car fired shots at the officer, and the officer reports that's when they fired shots back. No one was struck, that is being reported, and there is no suspect vehicle or suspect description information available. So right now this is an investigation with the Creola Police Department. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office is assisting in that investigation. But again, what we're hearing from investigators is that no one was hit after shots were fired earlier this morning. Now again, what the officer was reporting, the officer reported that they were attempting to conduct a traffic stop on Deer Lake Marina Road. The officer says someone in the car fired shots at them, and that's when they fired back. Now again, the reports are that no one was struck, but there has been no suspect information or a vehicle description that's been provided to investigators. So really not a lot of information to go off of. And this is on Deer Lake Marina Road, and you can see the investigation has kind of wrapped up here this morning, but this is where they were focusing their efforts. You can see markings still here in the road. So again, just to kind of recap what information that we have here, right now our information is coming from the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. They were called by Creola Police to assist them in an investigation after an officer fired their weapon here on Dead Lake Marina Road here in Creola. And so what the officer is reporting, that they were attempting to do a traffic stop here on Dead Lake Marina Road. The officer reports that someone inside of the car fired shots at them, and that is when the officer fired shots back. Now investigators say that the officer was not able to provide a suspect description or a vehicle description. So right now the Mobile County Sheriff's Office is assisting in that investigation here in Creola. So again, this is on Dead Lake Marina Road, really right at the intersection of Dead Lake Road. And you can see there are really just some markers here in the road. And that's really all that's left here. When we got here, it looked like they were cleaning up some glass. I'm not really sure where that glass came from. No, there is no one in custody at this point, according to the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. And there was no suspect description given and no vehicle description given. But again, reporting that no one was hit after shots were fired out here this morning on Dead Lake Marina Road. It's a pretty isolated area too. There's not really very many homes around here. So again, this is really what we have here left of the scene, really just some markings in the roadway. We're told this happened around 6:30 this morning. And just to recap for everyone who's joining us one last time, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office is assisting Creola police in investigating after an officer fired their weapon earlier this morning. The officer is reporting that they were trying to conduct a traffic stop. The officer reports that when they tried to pull the car over, someone inside fired shots at the officer, so the officer returned fire. Again, that's according to the officer telling investigators. But that officer did not provide a suspect description or a vehicle description to investigators. But we are told that no one was hit. So again, that's the information that we had here in Creola. We're going to see if we can find out any more. We'll have the latest on News 5 at noon, and we'll continue to follow this developing story. But again, no one hit after an officer fires their weapon here in Creola this morning. So we're working to find out more information. So stick with us.